team, the following video is a walkthrough of our UAT, or user acceptance testing, and how you perform this testing within your Oregon test environment as well. Normally, you will be within your sales or various apps, but once given permissions, you can access your Tradesmen UAT app here, click into it, and you'll be defaulted on your home page here. Now, you'll notice that you have a big green button here, and this is how we will access our test environment here in 1 second. But below, you'll have your assigned test cases that you can access here as well. Once you complete them, they will fall into your closed test cases, but you can easily access your assigned ones here in order. We'll go ahead and walk through that. As you can see, we have a test tips, so this is just a high-level recommendation of how to perform this testing, just in case you forget, but I would recommend reading through this here as your first one to kick off our testing. Now, as you pick up these test cases, you'll have 3 options, and I want to call them out at the very top here: pass, fail, or new request. So if you get through your test case and everything works as expected, then go ahead and log your pass. If there is an issue, you can log your fail as well, which will log an issue and notify us at Coastal. I'll go ahead and perform both of these here. Oh, and we also have new requests just in case there's something that is in addition to what you're testing here. So I'll walk through this process so you can see this in action. For example, our first one, I checked this one out here. I'm going to go ahead and pass it since we're looking good. You can enter some results and click save. This will automatically update your test case to pass. And if you navigate back to your home, let's give it a refresh. You'll notice that falls out of our assigned or open test cases here. Let's go ahead and pick up the next one here. And we'll actually get into the sandbox now to perform the testing. So this one here, you can see it says, for step 1, log into the full sandbox by clicking the Access UAT test environment. You can do that on your home page, or you have it on the right side here as well. If you click that button, if already logged in, you will be defaulted to your sandbox. If not, you can log in via single sign-on, very simple, as if you were in production as well. Now, the difference between our sandbox and production, you'll notice the big blue banner across the top called Sandbox UAT. And if I navigate back to my production environment, you'll have no blue banner. So the difference here is you have your live environment, and then you're accessing our test environment with our blue banner, which is where you perform your testing. So for example, if I navigate back here, and just a side note, the test tips does recommend dual monitors. So if you have 2 screens, that is much easier to test versus switching back and forth as you see here. Now, if I were to walk through this, I'm not going to do that here, but let's say we encountered an issue as we were testing in our environment here. I can go ahead and log that fail. And it will log a result here for us. Now, to continue on, this is where I would expect you to be done with your testing at the process if you encountered an issue, and walk away from this. I never say spend more than 5 minutes if you encounter an issue or start turning your wheels. Now, from the Coastal perspective, we'll get these issues. We'll decide what's wrong with this issue, if it was a defect or if it's just further training here. We'll log our result, and we'll notify you when it's ready for retest. Upon ready for retest, you'll receive that notification saying, hey, go check this out again, and you'll be able to proceed with your testing. As you can see, it's still dropped in here for you to work on. That's a high-level walkthrough overview of how we're going to be testing here. Thank you.